Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
And good evening, soccer fans. It is match day at the ASMG TV channel. My name is John Reed. Alongside with me today is Larry Weaver, presenting to you tonight the UPSL Premier Georgia Soccer Action, Week 3 of the Fall 2024 season. A sibling rivalry match for us tonight, Larry. SSL FC hosting Kalonji Pro-Profile.
Yes, one of the greatest rivalries that we have here in the UPSL Georgia Conference, one of the favorite little derbies. I enjoy watching this every season. This time it's going to be a little bit different. We're on a different set of conditions here at Rock Springs Park instead of Shiloh Stadium. So we'll see who has the advantage, because generally speaking, Kalonji has had the advantage in the past. Let's see what happens today.
Yes, Kalonji has had the advantage in the past, but the games between these two clubs have been competitive. But as you said, we're playing on a narrower field this evening, not Shiloh Stadium, which SSL has already played a game on this field, so maybe that might give them a little bit of an edge, but we'll see. But we're about set to get this underway. Kalonji Pro-Profile, they are in the white jerseys. They'll be going from left to right on your screen to start this first half. And SSL FC in the dark blue, the home team, going from right to left here to start this match.
And one of the things to note before we kick off, John, Kalonji Pro-Profile going with a lot of veterans, SSL going with a lot of the youth academy system that is a part of that Kalonji system.
Yes, Kalonji, they have several players on this team who have been with them for quite some time. And I think we're seeing Tony Tiente here tonight as well. First time we're seeing him in the Kalonji lineup.
Yeah, keep an eye on this midfield for Kalonji Pro-Profile. Daniel Tomasi, Joseph Samuel, Kalen Kalonji, and Tony Tiente, one of the biggest powerhouse midfields that you'll see in the Georgia Conference.
And Kalonji currently in 4th place right now, I believe, and with a chance to move into 2nd with a victory tonight behind the table leader, Dalton United. Kalonji would have to win by a wide margin to go into 1st place, but a victory would put them into 2nd for sure. And SSL trying to avoid a 2nd slow start this season. They had a disappointing start, or a disappointing season last season, and off to a bit of a slow start this season as well, finding themselves at the bottom of the table currently. And we're about ready to get underway here, folks. And there's the whistle, and we are off, and Kalonji will take the kickoff. And that's Tiente with it in the lineup tonight for KSA. They move the ball over the far side. Some early pressure from SSL. Now they'll drop it back to Lionel, keeper for KSA. Long pass briefly intercepted, but going to be taken by SSL. And they're going to set up, and now here comes some pressure from Kalonji, and he can't quite get to it as it's cleared away by the keeper. Now it's going to be a throw on the near side for KSA.
It's good to see the keeper being calm under pressure, just sending the ball out, letting the reset for SSL. It's one of the talking points we had before the match, John, for Kalonji Pro-Profile. No Henry Playtez in goal so far this season.
No, they're having to rely on Lionel, and he's been doing a fine job so far in the absence of Henry Playtez. KSA being 2-0 on the young season. Had a close call last week, but prevailed. KSA switch up, send it back over to Muhammad. And again, some pressure shown by SSL. Muhammad sends it forward and deflected back. Now it's Grant Carr with it. Pass up midfield, Tiente. Now down the far line. Sent forward, looking for Joseph Samuel. Samuel into the middle, looking for Sumo, and it is deflected by the defense off the American goal crossbar.
It's one of the things about this match, John. Both these teams know each other so well as they practice together. They're basically grown up together. They know what each other is going to do. You saw that there. The defender knew what Anthony Sumo wanted to do, was just able to get a step with him. See that out for a goal kick.
Yeah, they both, as you said, they practice together. They play the similar styles. They both started in the 4-4-2 tonight.
That's one of the things that Kalonji Pro-Profile is still struggling with. Last season, lost a Conquo for his partnership with Sumo. They had to choose with Wilfred Candom Chopa to work with Sumo. This season, he's not been in the lineup, so they're still trying to find someone up there with Sumo. Tonight, Daryl having that call.
Yes, Sumo being the former Golden Boot winner for KSA, one of the veterans of the team we spoke about earlier. And now Sumo looking to apply a little bit of pressure, Lees is off. Big switch over to Gilbert Leonard. Leonard can't control it, goes out. So throw in for KSA. That's Demise throwing it in. And we get a whistle, foul given.
And John, you did talk about earlier which team has the advantage. They do practice at this facility, so they both are used to it. It's just this is when it's under a real game, and that totally changes the plans.
Dynamic, yes. There comes KSA working their way down. Now moving to the middle, and a shot from distance is going to go high over the goal. So big goal kick for SSL.
We take a look at that first challenge, John. You see beautiful ball down that far side. Samuel tries to slide it over to Sumo, and just enough of a step forced the miss by Sumo.
All right, so Dallas, goal kick sends it long, 50-50 ball. And it's going to be taken by Gilbert Leonard for SSL. Now pass up to center circle. And poke back, causing SSL to retreat. Now switch over the far side. Now pass down the line. Now SSL pass midfield. And good pressure by Kalonji with the steal, but SSL get it back. A bit of a heavy touch, causing SSL to retreat more. Sumo giving a little pressure. Now big ball forward along that far side. It's going to go out. It's going to be a throw in for SSL. Just about 6 minutes in, it's SSL FC hosting Kalonji Pro-Profile. You're watching UPSL Premier Georgia Soccer, Week 3 in the fall 2024 season. Be sure to like and subscribe at Atlantic Soccer Media Group on our YouTube channel, so don't miss all sorts of content, podcasts, interviews, live games. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Now Lionel directs it over to the far side.
Both keepers so far very calm under pressure.
That's Muhammad being challenged there by Jason Arguta. Got ball sent forward. Volleyed up in the air by SSL. Headed in, kept in. Now Joseph Samuel with it on the far side. There's a crowd. Round number 14 there.
That swarm
Corral.
defense that we're so used to seeing, John.
Swarming defense is a trademark of both clubs. Now here comes SSL down the far wing. The shot towards goal, and it's going to go wide on the far side.
Great opportunity here for SSL. Take a look at this again. You see, working down that far side, trying to get around. Demise takes the shot. Doesn't miss by much.
No close call. Beautiful evening for soccer, by the way, here at Rock Springs Park in Lawrenceville, Georgia. About 78, 79 degrees at game time. No rain in the forecast. So it should be a great evening of soccer.
An old colleague would say it was a beautiful day for soccer.
Oh, and there's a shot and a diving stop there by Dallas. So we should have our first corner of the evening.
This one coming a little bit out of nothing, John. You see here, win possession, immediately on the attack, take the shot. A bit of a spill by the keeper.
Now, ball in towards the back post, headed up, and Dallas had to jump and punch that one out of the way. Now cleared away by SSL.
Fantastic save by that keeper. Sakui with a phenomenal save on the line. Let's see if we can take a look real quick. You see this coming in. Nice in-swinger headed by Carr, and he's just able to get a touch on it, punch it out. Good work by the young man.
Kalonji in possession near midfield. Over to TNT. He'll switch it up, send it over to Muhammad on the near side. Muhammad dribbling up. Has Kalonji at midfield. Kalonji turns. Sends it over the far side. Chip towards the goal. And out of reach of Samuel and cleared away. But, almost a chance there for Kalonji for a steal and shot opportunity there.
Daniel Tomasi was right there to cut that pass off.
Kalonji still on the ball. Now moving in towards box, looking for space. A little bit of a heavy touch, allowing SSL to defender to go up there and take it away. Now here comes SL in transition. And ball's a little bit too far. Lionel's going to catch up to it, pick it up.
Yeah, one little caveat, John, I like to, for SSL, the keeper's name, Varela. Varela is the keeper for SSL. That was a great save by him.
KSA, again, working that far side. Losing the ball now. SSL coming down the far side. Sent towards the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Mohammed. And Chente picks up the loose ball now. Now Kalen Kalonji, past midfield, sends it forward. On that far side, and once more is Durrell with it. Now Durrell centers it up and shot from distance, and it's too high. That was Tumasi taking the shot. Goal kick for SSL. Into the 12th minute, no score. Now Varela's going to send this one long. Right at midfield, headed forward by Samuel. Now Samuel flips it over on the far side. For Drell past the middle, intercepted by SSL. Now here comes SSL, trying to get their offense going here. Now they move it over the near side. Wagner, it's poked out. It's going to be a throw in here for SSL. Gilbert Leonard will throw in. And immediately gets it back. It's Andrade, sends it back to midfield, and SSL will retreat. Ball goes out the near touch. It's going to be a throw in here for KSA. And DeVries down the near line looking for Sumo. Sumo turns. He has some space. Moving towards goal. Oh, took a pass and a shot and score. Kalonji Pro-Profile. And that's number 14, Darrell, with the goal. And just like that, it's 1-0 here in the 14th minute by number 14, Darrell. A good hustle by Anthony Sumo to create that opportunity, Larry.
Exactly. This all comes from Sumo getting past the defender, gets around the second one, slides it across. Good save there for a moment from the from the defender, but he leaves it open for Darrell to come in and clean up that shot for goal. 1-0 Kalonji Pro-Profile.
So KSA on the board first. We'll see how SSL responds.
And that all was started by missed possession by Leonard, number 10 for SSL.
Having to come out, oversteps it, and dangerous play, heading it back, but handled by KSA. Now Demise with it on the near side. To Tiente to Kalonji. Now to Sumo. Sumo's going to switch up, send it over the far side. Tiente for Kalonji. Now it's going to go back to Tiente. KSA will reset. So it's been KSA with a lion's share of possession here in the early going. Now past midfield, here comes KSA again. Oh, big ball forward, and Vrella's out there to scoop it up. Too far ahead of Sumo. But he wheels it into play on the far side. And now pressure once more, and Varela has to come out again. Not able to clear. KSA still with it. Sumo, left-footed shot, and a diving stop by Varela.
Good work by the keeper that time.
Wasn't a screamer, but Varela did have to dive and make the save there.
And the keeper was kind of caught off guard on that goal, John. He was expecting his defender to clear it. As that shot came in, he just couldn't get down with enough quickness. And that ball finds its way between him and the near post.
SSL trying to work their way to their own half of the field. There's a long ball forward. But Kamani Irving's going to get to it. So good pressure by SSL trying to pin in Irving here along the sideline. He's got 3 men on him now, but able to come away. As saying there's a foul from behind. So far this match has been relatively whistle-free. But it looks like we got a player down and hurt now for KSA.
Take a look at this, John. You see Tomasi, once he receives it, he tries to make the turn, gets stepped on from behind, loses his boot.
So play back underway. There's a long ball for Sumo. Sumo now has got 2 men into the thing. There's a shot by Sumo, and it's Kai once more by KSA. They've had several shots from about that distance, but they've all gone high over the goal. So Alessandro Franco, number 14, with it. Along the near side, he's going to send it back.
I did not.
So SSL find themselves down here early.
If you would have watched the game,
And KSA really not giving him much as far as the passing where to go. And there's a long ball, I think it went off the back of KSA there for throwing now for SSL here in the 19th minute.
Yeah, Khalif. It was Khalif. Khalif was not even like trying.
Long pass is broken up by KSA, but SSL gets it, wins it back. It's Gilbert Leonard with it. He's going to set it in the middle. And Lionel going to go out there and scoop it up. And Sumo sends it long on to the far side and too far.
Oh yeah, this guy was left when he did nothing. He started?
He's looking for Denise there on the far side. Or excuse me, Daryl. Varela to Leonard. Nice turn there by Franco. Franco sends it forward into the corner, far corner, and chasing it. And getting to it first is SSL, but Grant Carr is there to defend. And it goes past the touch. So it'll be thrown here for SSL.
Out on the bench, I saw him take one big touch forward and he was just gone.
Throw in the box, headed out by KSA. TNT passing it forward, midfield. Strel with it, trying to move around his man. Now draws two defenders and a shot, and it's going outside of the goal on the near side. Strel looking for a brace here early in the first half, Larry.
Good job for the keeper, just working the angle, making it an impossible shot for Kalonji. Takes the shot with his left, and he's just able to push it wide. It'll be a goal kick.
Willis sending it long, looking for Leonard, and it's going to be taken by Sumo. Sumo's got a defender in front of him. Sumo dragging it with his left, and now he passes in the middle to Tiente. Tiente over to Samuel. Samuel to Carr on the far side. Carr drops it for Samuel. Samuel crossing, but it's too high and going to go out of play. This will be another goal kick for SSL.
That's what Angel did too.
This match clipping right along, John, 22 minutes in. Like what I'm seeing from both teams, I would see a little bit more aggression from this SSL squad.
Yeah, I agree, Larry. I'd like to see SSL press a little bit more. Force KSA to make some mistakes and get some opportunities off those mistakes. There we get another whistle. That was Jason Arqueta was fouled there.
I know on Isaac, and he knew it so he ran away. Our MVP. The MVP. He came in. I cannot take a touch. No, listen. No. I did not do shit.
Leonard has it for SSL. Moving in the middle. Some pressure by KSA. We'll drop it back to Varela.
How can that go for an MVP? That was unnecessary. No, you deserve
Throwing for KSA in the middle. Tiante over to Demise. Demise to Sumo. Someone gets around one man. Pass a bit off the mark. Now here comes SSL. Charging down. They had a man coming down on the left wing, but not able to get to him. Now down the far side, there's a shot's going to deflected. It's going to go past the end line. And so SSL is going to earn a corner there, their first corner of the match.
Starting to get something moving in regards to that attack. Deflected off will be this corner.
This will be a right-footed swing here. Into the middle and headed back out and volleyed up in the air by the defense. There's a shot from distance and a little high over the goal. This will be goal kick for KSA. In the 24th minute, they're still maintaining their 1-0 lead. In this sibling rivalry matchup. Oh, big ball forward by KSA on that far side. Well, Drell gets around one man. He kind of overran the ball, overstepped the ball a little bit, but he still has it. I'll drop it back in the middle for Kalen Kalonji. Kalonji now drifting back. Demise on the near side. Oh, nice flick forward by Tiente. But SSL's there to send it forward. Leonard with it, and ball's taken away from him. Rather, that was Jason Hall, I think, for SSL. Now KSA is going to regroup and build from the back here. All the way back to Lionel. Lionel sends it up. Ball forward. Then headed back by SSL. SSL at midfield. Big ball forward here by SSL, looking for number 21, Balagmeyer, but too far. So SSL still trying to get on track here, Larry. The KSA has not been giving him much at all to work with. Now the keeper for KSA puts it in play.
Like we said, they have such a solid midfield, does Kalonji Pro-Profile. It's just hard for SSL to find some path beyond center circle.
SSL starting to go towards the long ball a little bit more here, but just trying to find a formula that will work for him. So ball's going to go past the end touch here. Looks like it'll be goal kick here for SSL in the 27th minute.
Exactly. No way from, bro. No way from a different country, bro.
And once more, KSA not making it easy for SSL to clear. Now they finally get it past midfield. SSL does. No, nice pass.
The keeper.
That's going to drift away and it's going to eventually add up to Lionel's feet. And he sends it over and it's out past the touch. So quick throw in here for SSL, trying to catch KSA off guard here. Here's a chance and a shot, and Lionel diving stop there.
Good control by the SSL man to get that shot on frame. Number 11, Hall.
Yeah, to set that down quick and get that shot off quick.
Bro, I swear when we play, we never get this much time. What do you mean? We don't get this much time when we play. What do you mean this one's close? You're right, like if somebody gets the ball, you're getting paid from all directions. Yeah, I know you are. Bro, these guys are like common composed. I mean, that's looking why they're not.
Kalonji now.
That's not why they're. Yeah, they're not gassed at all, bro.
Passing the ball around Tiente with it. Looking for somewhere to go. Dribbles ahead. Finds Samuel. Give and go by Sumo, and Samuel gets fouled from behind.
You see here Kalonji just going through the gears, moving forward. Samuel giving it to Sumo, gives it back, and then he just kind of gets chopped from down from behind. Free kick for Kalonji.
So good ways out for Kalonji.
No one did, bro. Oh, you did? You did? Get it. Get it.
Sent towards goal. It's going to go right to Varela. Varela wheels it into play. On that far side, SSL quickly trying to work their way down.
Let's go.
There's a chance for SSL looking for Blackmeyer here. And it's going to hit the flag. So it's going to be thrown here for KSA deep in their own defensive third. Now Sumo with it, turns past midfield. Sumo drawing a crowd now, and he's going to dish it off on the left wing here. Pass back into the box. That's KSA in the far corner. They're sending it towards the middle of Kalonji, but it's going to be picked up by Blackmeyer. He's going to send it forward. Now back to midfield. Carr sending it back in deep. Picked up by SSL.
They knew it. They even lined up for the pen, bro.
SSL at midfield.
I was just trying to get that dude against me a second yellow, bro. I was pissed at him.
Wait, how'd y'all all get yelled like the start of the second half? Me? Nah, he got a yell because he like, goof.
Ball to Lionel. Lionel
Yeah, no, you were right.
wheels it over to Mohammed. Mohammed, number 17.
I can't get any more, bro. I don't want to get yellow card.
Passing ahead. It's give and go, but it's behind Demise.
I can't take no more yellow cards.
But if you, we do yellow card accumulations. If you get 5, you're out.
For a game?
Yeah. So I can't.
So Demise going to throw in here right at midfield for KSA into the 31st minute.
And in my first game last year, I also got one.
Let's say the first half moving rather briskly here. And ball will go out on the far side. So KSA will get a chance here.
He wasn't even looked at. I was watching him. No. He didn't call it until the other team screamed.
In the defensive third, ball in headed out by SSL.
They are never thought, like, he never saw it. Yeah. The only reason he did is because the other
And looking for Blackmeyer, and we get a whistle.
He said, Echo said he was in the box, but I don't know.
Pulling back for the foul that happened back there, John. I would have played advantage, but I understand Horatio's decision there in center.
Not enough to call. This guy did anyway.
So foul called on KSA, SSL.
When I walked past the dude, I was like, "You're garbage." He was like,
Nice pressure by Sumo, but Sumo fouls on that challenge.
No, but that striker, the big one that took the free kick, he was killing us last year. Yeah.
Now Leonard for SSL.
But he's just big and fast.
To Hall back to Franco. Franco pushes it past the, goes off KSA on the near chest. Will be thrown here for SSL.
Why do we get actual refs for this, bro?
Because it's a UPSL game.
But is this an actual, like, league game?
Yes.
Another foul.
That's
Kalen called for the bear hug.
So SSL moves over on the far side now.
Which one's the better team then? White's the first team, blue second team.
Why are they playing each other?
Now back to center.
Why don't they just make one good team instead?
And a nice takeaway by KSA. Esciente now with it. He's got 2 men on him. SSL wins it back. But only momentarily. Tiente still fighting for it. And it's going to come away. And SSL trying to get a shot, but blocked at the point of origin now. Muhammad drifting back to collect this, and he's just going to clear it out of play. So throw in here for SSL and near touch. So SSL trying to get something going here. So we're starting to get into the latter part of this first half. And another foul. So whistles are starting to pick up here a little bit, Larry.
Definitely, and it's going to be a yellow card, accumulation of fouls, and it's going to be on number 22, Demise.
So first yellow of the match picked up by Demise here in the 34th minute.
Coach Bruno's their coach, right? Then why is Coach Bruno coaching the? Because white team doesn't need any help.
So it would have been just a whistle-free play here for a good part of the first half.
Yeah, but it's not at the same time. They don't play against each other.
Physicality picks up a little bit here, and we get our first yellow. So now we got a free kick on the way. KSA setting up with a 3-man wall. It's like Gilbert Leonard or nobody's going to give away here for number 17. Not on the starting 11 we were given, but he sends it in towards goal and hits the top bar. Bounces out. And I don't know if Lionel got a hand on that or not, but it looked like it sounded like it went off the top bar.
If he gets fit and quicker, he'll be good.
So close call. After all that, KSA gets a throw. But here comes SSL.
And then he was like, oh, I should take a shot. It's the right moment. But
Now stolen and long pass forward.
he shouldn't be scared of getting yelled at.
And there's a shot and, just wide and into another goal. Not the goal he intended, but goal kick for SSL.
Well, first start by taking a look at that opportunity from that free kick, John. And this is a great shot. Hits the post. Hits the post before Lionel can get a touch on it. And then a quick counterattack by Kalonji Pro-Profile. We'll see that shot here in a moment.
Yeah, Durrell with a chance there. That
See,
we'll
as
see
this
again.
goes out, we can take a look at that counterattack here by Durrell. Moving down that far side, takes the shot, kind of holds up, hits it with his left, and he just pulls it wide.
So back to live play. Here comes SSL. Moving in towards goal in the box, trying to pass in the middle, and just could not get enough on it.
You understand what he was trying to do there as he was getting closed on space.
He should know never to complain like that. Yeah.
It's just not the best decision there. Now Durrell trying to move forward. Here's a chance for Sumo.
He should know never to do that.
Sumo with one man. Sumo showing off his ball skills, trying to get 2 men, 3 men now. Moves over his left foot, tries a shot. It's going to be blocked, but still on the ball. That's Durrell with it. Durrell chips it forward, and whistle's blown. But that shot, Varela had to make a save, and then it looked like that hit the top bar as well. But
Then hit the goalie's head with it, and the ref counted it.
right away they blew the whistle in that play. Take another look here, Larry.
You see, as a shot is taken by Durrell, Varela, when Varela clears it, he hits it on the American football post, and that's what earned the corner for Kalonji Pro-Profile.
Yeah, bang, bang play. So, yeah, so the whistle's blown because it did hit the American crossbar. Meanwhile, the corner, Varela dove to stop that, and now in transition, ball comes to Lionel. Lionel moves it forward to Muhammad. Muhammad chips it up to himself now moving forward. had Tiente there, passes in the middle to Tumasi. Tumasi with it at midfield. Tumasi directing traffic now, sends over Durrell. Durrell to Kalen Kalonji on the far side. Durrell gets it back to Samuel. SSL taking the ball away. There's a bottleneck there on the far side. SSL comes away with it. Miss Blagmeyer with it, number 21. Over to Argetta to the far side. There's a sea of white jerseys there. Now sends in the middle for SSL, and a shot attempt and a whiff on it, and taken from behind Sumo. Beautiful play there by Sumo to take the away. Now Sumo with a head of steam charging forward. Sumo moving towards goal. Sumo takes a shot and just wide on the left side. Sumo wanted that one back.
Took SSL about 35 minutes to get into this attack. You see this counter by Kalonji Pro-Profile. Sumo moving all the way down the right side. And this is the one thing, his Achilles heel, is he always wants to use his left, which causes him to have to move centrally into the field. And then that one just gets pulled wide.
It's on a trailer as well, but a nice play to get that ball and create that opportunity by Anthony Sumo. Just stole that SSL player's lunch money there.
He's a great player. He's like 13. Coach Oze's younger son's also there.
So that's Sanquist going to have a goal kick. Frella
His son is Isaac.
sends it to play.
He trains with us.
Finds a man on the far side, but it's going to go drift out and off KSA. So throw in here for SSL on the far side. About to go into our 41st minute, and we have a whistle. Referee pointing to the bench. Now we have a throw. And it's going to go out, and the result of that's going to be a throw in for Kalonji now. Getting late in the first half, 1-0 is our score. You're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Soccer at the ASMG YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Week 3 of the fall 2024 season. SSL hosting Kalonji Pro-Profile. Derby match, sibling rivalry, brother against brother, all of those things. And it's been a close one so far. Have to say the KSA has had the edge here.
Definitely so, John. So far, Kalonji Pro-Profile really dictating the pace. And like we said before at the pregame and during this match, it all comes down to that midfield. That midfield is dictating the pace on the pitch for Kalonji Pro-Profile.
As they've definitely been limiting the opportunities for SSL.
It allows those two forwards, Sumo and Durrell, to flow up on top without any concern.
And they have been doing some damage with Durrell getting a goal in the 14th minute. Now, here comes Demise with it on the steal. He's going to take a shot and hits the side of the goal on the near side. So another chance for KSA.
A good opportunity for Demise trying to find something out of nothing. Collision between Sumo and Leonard allows Demise an opportunity. He takes a shot and hits that side netting.
Now back to live action. SSL sending it forward. There's 2 men and 2 SSL players in the vicinity there, but and we get a foul. Foul on the near touch on SSL.
No, that's not what I mean. Like,
It's foul on Muhammad.
I don't mean like he's all among. Oh my God, he's all among. I mean like he's all among. Coach
So in the 43rd minute, shouldn't have too much stoppage time to speak of. No hydration breaks really necessary, and just very little stoppage in play. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had more than a couple minutes.
They expect more of him because his brothers, both of his brothers are super good. They expect a lot of him.
So foul call, so kick it midfield along the near touch.
Second tier, second or third.
He was 7 and then he kept getting moved up to like second.
And sent over the near side for Muhammad. Muhammad's going to send it right back. So working over the far side. A lot of space there for KSA as he's working his way down now. Pass looking for Samuel. Samuel has it, trying to get around Varela and not able to. And the ball is going to go past the end line for goal kick.
Just 1 minute of stoppage time, John.
So our clock might be off a little bit here. We'll still show some time on our clock. SSL with about a minute to work with, and the ball is stolen by Demise. Now Demise, they got numbers here at KSA coming down. He's got Sumo. He's going to dish off to Sumo. Sumo. Oh, nice play by Varela to come out and challenge him, denying Anthony Sumo of a shot. Oh my goodness, KSA looked like they held the whole team bearing down on Varela, but not able to get a shot on goal. So good play by Varela.
Absolutely fantastic work by Varela, owning the space, getting low, blocking that.
Look at Muhammad, but he just looked staring down.
Now Mohammed is going to send it back to Irving. Irving over to Carr. Carr drawing a little bit of pressure. Passes it over to Samuel. Samuel on the near side is going to go off SSL. Throw in here for KSA. Time running out here in the first half. 1-0 is our score. KSA on top.
Yeah, and then they were due.
Wait, so did Bruno's son and Coach Jose's son still play with the MLS next?
Yeah, there are no
KSA. Switch up over to Mies, number 22 on the near touch. To Sumo. Sumo has to go back and get it. And they're going to send it over the far side. Carr with it. Past midfield. It's taken away from him. SSL trying to make something happen here in the closing moments of the first half.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it, bro.
Now ball sent out on the far touch. Quick throw in here by SSL. And Durrell challenging. They're going to send it back to Varela. Varela needs to get rid of it.
The kid that scored 2 was so pissed.
And that is it. That's the whistle here for the first half. So the end of the first half here, Kalonji Pro-Profile scoring early, hold on to a 1-0 lead here over SSL FC. Larry, your impressions of the first half?
So far, so good from both teams. SSL took them a while to get into the match. They're starting to get a little aggressive since the 35th minute. Going to have to go into the half, have some conversations, maybe a possibility of a substitution, 1 or 2. For Kalonji Pro-Profile, they've been doing absolutely everything perfect. Continue what they're doing for the second 45. See this out with a potential win.
Yeah, and that's where we stand right now. We'll step away here for a moment. As once more, you're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division Soccer Action Week 3 here, fall 2024 season at the ASMG TV YouTube channel. We'll step away here for about 15. We'll see for the second half. Do not go away, folks. And welcome back, soccer fans, to UPSL Premier Action, Georgia Division, Week 3, Fall 2024 season. SSL FC hosting Kalonji Pro-Profile. Kalonji Pro-Profile with a 1-0 lead here at halftime. My name is John Reed alongside Larry Weaver. Larry, pretty good first half by KSA. What do you look for from both teams here in the second half?
Second half, want to see SSL pick up the pace, get more aggressive, try to find that quick goal. Then it becomes a whole another game for the remainder. Maybe they have an opportunity to pull off a win and take the strings out of Kalonji Pro-Profile's perfect season so far.
We briefly saw the upcoming schedule here in the UPSL, full slate of games here this weekend, as you see the results here. And then Otinto Atlanta tying Georgia Revolution 1-1, Dalton United FC taking care of Fountain City FC 4-0. And then we're underway here in the second half.
Yeah, the only other match going on right now, currently at halftime, Potros with the 2-0 lead over FC Atlanta.
So it's KSA in the white jerseys here. Going to go from right to left on your screen, and SSL in the dark blue, going from left to right, and we get a foul called. As SSL was driving down, so it'll be a free kick here.
If this result stays the way it is, John, it'll allow Kalonji Pro-Profile to go up to second place. Won't be able to make it to first due to the goal differential that Dalton United has.
Yeah, and I think Dalton has like a plus 10 or 11 goal differential right now, I believe, Larry.
Correct.
So Dalton off to a fine start this young season. And now, nice dribbling inside and pass off and towards the goal, but not enough on it. Easily picked up by Lionel. He wheels it into play on the far side. Not sure if we had any substitutions here at the half. If so, we'll point them out. And we get a foul. And SSL quickly coming to play. SSL started coming to their own a little bit offensively here near the end of the first half. And there's a shot and a cross in front of the goal wide. It's going to go out of play for goal kick.
Definitely picked up the pace has SSL. You see here working down that far side, taking a ambitious shot, just pulls it wide. And just to finish what you were saying, John, yes, Dalton United does have a plus 10 goal differential. Kalonji Pro-Profile came into this match only with a plus 2. So it would have to be a significant win to step above.
And goal differential is so important here as far as determining where you are in the table. It's the first tiebreaker. And SSL with a shot that's way off mark. And that ball's into the parking lot. So we'll have to get a new ball into play here.
And like we were saying a minute ago, if Potros can hold on to that win, that'll be the first win of the season for the spring season, regular season champions.
Yeah, exactly. Got off to a poor start, or slow start rather, excuse me, is Potros. But you know, they undergone a coaching change here to start the spring season.
Some of the personnel moved on from the team, so all around it's a new Potros.
Yeah, when you have the fall season start up, you'll see a lot of changes in the team personnel as you have a lot of players move on to play for their colleges and whatnot. The KSA's lineup has always been pretty stable here with veterans and new players, and they always have a good mix of those. Meanwhile, they're moving in and crossing past, no one there for Kalonji.
That SSL defense still very calm back there.
Yeah, these two teams very familiar. It is a derby, sibling rivalry. That's Mohammed Aritiente. Midfield and cross pass looking for Sumo. Can't get to it. It's going to be picked up by SSL. It's going to drift back to Varela. Varela wheels it over his defense on the near side. Now it's Hirsch with it. Hirsch is going to get it back. And he's going to have to drop it back due to the pressure from KSA. All the way back to Varela. Varela clears it over the far side. Now SSL will try the far side.
No, that's not like that's like you said. Like I'll go like and actually see the car in person and check.
Now sent down the wing, and it's going to be taken away by KSA. Pass a little too far. Get in there, and now it's going to come away. Grant Carr with it. Grant Carr fighting off two defenders here, drifting into the near corner here, and it's poked away. And we're going to get a throw in here for KSA.
It was great work by Hirsch to just poke that away from Carr, not allow him to make up that mistake.
So throw in here for Carr deep in the defensive third of SSL. Short pass. And now it's Tomasi with it, trying to make something happen. It's poked away.
Both of these teams, John, they love to utilize the wings as they attack.
So I have a corner now for KSA. Only their second corner of the match, I think. Yeah, instead of sending it, they put it right directly into play. Now chip towards the goal and headed up and out of play. Just cannot direct it towards the goal. So goal kick for SSL.
Good idea there, trying to catch SSL off guard.
About to cross into the 52nd minute. It's what been a pleasant evening here for soccer in suburban Atlanta, Lawrenceville, Georgia, at Rock Springs Park. It's nice that the weather seems to have finally taken a turn here in Atlanta. We had a pretty hot summer, as much of the country had to deal with. Now here comes KSA. Still in the air pass. Pass too far in front of Sumo, couldn't catch up to it. SSL coming away with it now. They cross midfield. SSL on that far side now stops, looks, finds, man, he's got some space. Sends it over the near side. Trying to dribble into the middle, looking for a man in the middle. And ball is going to be taken away by KSA. Estrella with it, goal scorer in the first half, sends it forward. Varela having to come out. Nice play by Varela, good decision by him to go ahead and clear that.
Why couldn't he pull out the argument?
But we had 20 different cameramen sitting there.
Andrew Kite was that argument.
Did he even do anything?
Yes, but he got a bunch of.
And along the near side, it's Muhammad.
He be taxing, bro.
He does tax.
And ball's going to go out past. On the near touch, will be a throw in here for
KSA discount. How much? $5 on a soda. For what?
for KSA. Carr will do the honors.
I got 2 clicks. Oh, that's the man when you said taxi more than Andrew. I didn't know you were Andrew. Andrew Kite. Where'd you find him? Find him.
Carr winds up with it. Going to send it back to Muhammad. To Tiente. Nice passing up over to Samuel. Samuel sends it ahead to Muhammad. Muhammad on the near side. Sends it to Sumo. Sumo now moving into the box. Trying to gets around one man. Takes a right-footed shot way out the mark for goal kick. So Sumo's shots just not have been find the net so far here, Larry.
Yeah, this is Sumo's weaker foot, his right foot. He's moving down the left side, his more natural position. Tried the scissor, tried to work around Hirsch, takes the shot, pulls that wide. So far, Sumo has not found a lot of paths in a positive manner. been shut down by this SSL defense.
Well, ball at midfield, and it's going to be taken away by SSL. Trying to push forward, but 2 men back for KSA. Still on the ball, though, is SSL. SSL shot from distance and a score! Goal! SSL tied up on a screamer of a shot. So just like that, SSL back into the match. Much better start in this half for SSL.
And just talk about a dose of your own medicine. Look at this. Slide across, allows for the free shot. Nothing Lionel can do. Back of the net, 1-1.
And I believe that was number 14, Franco. Alessandro Franco ties this up for his team. So we're at 1. Yeah, Lionel did not have much of a chance on that one. So impressive start to the second half here for SSL. They find the equalizer. Now KSA, we'll see how they respond. And they usually respond fairly quickly so far this season. We've had a couple instances where their opponents will score and they'll score, find the go-ahead goal just only a few moments later. We'll see what happens here.
And you know, John, just like we always say all the time, hashtag response time. It's that 5 minutes after a goal that your opponent has that opportunity to equalize.
And that's something that KSA has been known to do for sure. So it looks like we're getting a substitution here. Number 4 is coming in.
If you know, you know. What are you trying to say?
4 is in, going out as number 8. Number 4, I think that is Mario Diza.
Did you score a goal? No, Devontae did, so shut it.
See our referees for the match, Horacio Oliveira. And the assistant referees, the AR1, Joey Widener, AR2, Sarah Fraser. AR4 is Eman Alabas.
Didn't you come in January? It's like years back.
Always appreciate the fine work they do for us. And they're doing a great job this evening. So back to live action, KSA. A little bit of a bad touch for Carl. It's going to go out for throw in here for SSL. It's Jason Arguler with it. Gets it back. And we get a whistle.
Foul on the goal scorer. Again, just a great goal by Franco. Right in the center of the park. Beautiful shot. Nothing Lionel could do. Be interesting to see what happens these next 30 minutes, John.
All right, there's a hard shot over.
That one not so good.
Yeah, that was a little too high. Had some oomph behind it, though.
I know SSL actually wins 1-1 right now. But that would be like crazy bad.
So SSL looking much better to start this half. Now Kalonji trying to answer. It's Kalen Kalonji. They'll send it back. Now finding Samuel in midfield. Samuel to Tiente. Tiente moving forward in the middle. Drifting over to the near far side. And
is a bit of a cheat code, John, to have a man like Tiente in the midfield having that experience with Atlanta United too.
Oh, indeed. Now here comes SSL once more with an opportunity and offside. The flag is up. And SSL did not like that call at all.
That's a late call. He already scored before. I told y'all, what is SSL win?
The AR Frazier right there with the call.
That's not dumb. They could have won. They could have won right now. Who cares? It would have been then they win the game.
So far, only one yellow card in that first half, John.
So it's a game.
Yeah, we went relatively whistle-free for most of that first half until it started getting into the latter few minutes, and then that's when we picked up the yellow. But it's been a clean match so far. As I said, these teams, you know, sister teams, as it were. As Larry mentioned earlier, they practice together. They know each other very well.
And you've got brothers playing on these teams.
Exactly. You have Kalen on KSA and the younger Kalonji for SSL. Now Samuel with it on the near side, sends it back. Irving sends it far, no one there. It's going to go out of play, so it'll be thrown here for SSL on the far side in the 61st minute.
Those the official UPSL.
And Kalonji sends it forward. It's going to go out, yeah, but we get a whistle.
But it will be a foul on that shot, John. You take a look at the replay, you can see as Kalen turns to make the shot, Argueta just gets a little bit of a foot in there, earns the foul for Kalonji.
So interesting development here. KSA with an opportunity for a free kick within striking distance.
Except for what you said. You said it.
And it is going to be Kalen Kalonji going to take this one.
What's your fantasy football's name? Yeah, what's your fantasy football name? What's your kicker's name? Wait, cool.
So SSL setting up their wall.
Young boy's his first day.
So 4 or 5 man wall, and it gets through the wall, but it's going to go wide to the right.
This is going to be in the audio, bro.
So Kalen did get it around, but not on frame.
The number thing, that's so tough. That's what I'm saying.
And it looks like we might be getting substitutions here for KSA.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again. Kalen was able to get the bend around the wall, just not able to get it back on frame to force Varela for a save. Will be substitutions here. Daniel Tomasi's day is done.
So 11 goes out, and Andrew Chica goes in. And we have another man come in, too. Did you catch his number, Larry?
I'm just looking as I can see if I can find it. I'll let you know.
So SSL now has in the middle. It's going to be shot. It's going to go wide to the left, out for goal kick for KSA. So it's number 18 who came in for Dante Mustafa.
And number 19, Lamech Phillip, came in. Just verifying who he came in for.
So Kalonji with a few changes here in the second half.
Now you on mic saying it.
And so it's been SSL dictating play here for the most part in the first half. Kalonji trying to come out. Oh, nice play by SSL to keep that ball. Ball poked away, but only briefly, but SSL winds up with it once more. Now Carr giving chase. on the near touch. Tries to keep it in play, but it's out.
I did say it. They're not coming, but they're lying. Yeah, let's go.
Looks like the captain on the deck. Come on here. No. That's Philip who was down, who just came on.
So if we're in trouble, bro, I'm snitching tomorrow. On everything I'm snitching. I'm gonna get you. Here, I'm gonna get
Or no, excuse me. That's I got it all wrong. That's Daryl,
Yeah, it should be
number
Daryl.
14.
Goal scorer for Kalonji. Yeah, we'll get another whistle.
We're here at the SSL. That's why you're not real. SSL.
So we got to throw in here. Samuel's going to throw in.
No, that's a sick name. I was gonna lie. I had SSL. Yeah. I had a terrible first game.
Sumo with it, has 2 men on him, but he's managed to poke it through on to the center circle. Samuel with it, turns, takes a look. Just off to Carr. Carr to Chicka. Chicka goes down. He's fouled. So Andrew takes a tumble. In the 66th minute, all tied up here at 1. There's Darrell's shot.
Triangle or Wake is the best game we play all year. If we can tie triangle, we can beat everyone.
And Darrell has it. He sends it forward. 50-50 ball. Hits the turf. Tiente coming away with it. Tiente looking for Sumo. The ball goes back and it's going to be briefly taken away by, oh, there's a hard challenge. And SSL did not like that call either, but foul.
Yeah, hard to say otherwise, John. Take a look at here. You see, as Kalonji try to advance, just a hard challenge taken down. That's got to be a foul every day of the week. And I think it's actually Kalen Kalonji who was the other substitution for Kalonji, John.
Where CJ got you? Like out. When I'm watching the older people. Exactly. That's not far.
Ball sent in. Muhammad with it. He's going to take a shot. It's going to go wide of the goal for goal kick.
Are you speaking like him? What the hell? I'm kidding, bro. I love you.
Varela puts it in play, and SSL not able to handle. It's going to go out on the far side for a throw for KSA.
Hey, that's nothing. Tuba got it in 5. Tuba's him, bro. Tuba's breaking records already. We need to like study his brain.
It's going to go back to Muhammad. Muhammad over to Carr.
He cursed out the ref because the ref told him to put the ball down.
You know, pressure by SSL. They're gonna win it back.
Yeah, they were in on goal.
But that was unnecessary, bro. That was unnecessary.
They were in on goal.
That was necessary. They were not in on goal. We had all our defenders back.
Now SSL on that far side, losing control. Darrell is going to go out.
Short Indian ring. Once everybody came on, like,
John, I know we got 22 minutes left to go, but I think at the end of the day, if it ends in a draw, I would think Kalonji would consider that a loss.
I would have to agree.
that's the same as Ion left, bro. What are you trying to like?
It's certainly been a tale of 2 halves so far. Kalonji largely in control of the first half. It's been SSL's half so far.
What do you say though?
Just say that.
I think which led to the multiple substitutions that we've seen not too long ago.
Ion left. Why is it never Ion right? Because on right side, let's keep playing right back.
Big ball in, looking on the far near side. too far ahead, and KSA is going to take over. Samuel with it. At midfield at TNT. Where did Chica loses it. Now sent forward to Jason Arella. He passes it looking for Franco, the goal scorer for SSL.
Franco just could not get it out from underneath his feet.
There's a long pass briefly broken up by Tegan once more. Estiente moving into the middle, draws a crowd, tries to take a shot, still has it. Now he switches foot and takes a shot. It's going to go high and over the crossbar for goal kick.
Great work by the veteran, able to control it even after the initial attempt. Second one just pulled a little high and wide.
Silverella with the goal kick. Sends over to the far side. KSA coming away with it. That's number 19. Namek going down. And here comes SSL the other way. Through ball. Lionel's going to kick it forward. But it winds up at the feet of SSL once more. Now to Matteo, and we get a whistle. Let's get an SSL player down. We'll go over and check on him.
You played every single day.
Looks like the right ankle.
Looks like Argueta.
And looks like the yellow card will be issued as well. And the referee calling for the trainer. But Muhammad's going to pick up the yellow for that.
Muhammad trying to plead his case, but unfortunately no way around that.
That would have been in the 71st minute.
It'll be 3-0 after 5 minutes. And then we'll forfeit.
So
Wait, what would it count as if we forfeit?
I believe that's Matteo. This is one of the second half substitutions coming. He's being helped off. See if he can continue. Or excuse me, no. That's not Matteo. It could be Argueta, number 7, Jason.
They have no keeper. Next game they're lucky. They had 2. As soon as it gets to 3-0, then we
So playback underway.
we're playing the same people again next week.
There's a shot towards goal from distance. Going to go wide.
No, we'll be locked in next time. Reduce it to like maybe 2-0.
So KSA is still doing a good job on as far as SNL, as far as limiting their opportunities to outside of the box in the goal area. As a lot of the shots off the mark for SSL, but they did find one on mark earlier. Brilliant goal by Alessandro Franco to tie this match up. And we're at 1.
Good decision by SSL to go ahead and sub off Argueta, who had that injury.
And now we get
Substitution with
looks like another yellow on KSA.
Bro, you should not have posted your mom on your story, bro. Coach Anthony gonna be on there.
So maybe a little sign of frustration, you think, Larry?
You could say that. You know, the big brothers are starting to feel the pressure as the young ones are putting it to them these last 25 minutes.
So Andrew at midfield sends it back to Carr. And Irvin's just going to have to drop it back to Lionel. Muhammad with it. Now KSA working it over the far side. Working the middle, looking for Tiente. Tiente to Carr. Carr. Back to Tiente. Tiente trying to work his way inside. Loses control. It's going to be taken away by SSL. But KSA win it back. Samuel has it. He's going to switch it up. Back to midfield. Pass in. Taken by SSL. So SSL definitely holding their own this half. Now we have another substitution. Now we have number 2 coming in for.
That being Nathan Chari coming in for number 14.
Durrell. His night is done.
The goal scorer putting in a good 75-minute shift.
So that ball is going to be out of play. So it'll be a throw in here for SSL.
Wait, was Owen on your team? That's what this club is for us so far. I don't know. Are you having fun?
So KSA coming in tonight with a chance to move into second place all by themselves. But if things hold up, they will have to settle for a point instead of 3. As Nathan here sends towards goal, and Varela has to go out and dive on it.
Good reaction from the deflection from Varela.
There's a chance for SSL on the far side. No one to go to, so he has to send it in towards goal. It's high and out for goal kick.
Good work by the Kalonji man, just pushing him wide, forcing him to have to try to make something happen.
And SSL, nice play defensively. But the ball forward is going to be taken once more by KSA. Now some pressure by SSL. Carr with it. Samuel has it. Lamech switches up, sending it along over the far sides, volleyed up in the air and out. Sumo with the quick throw. There's Nathan with it battling along that far side. Sends it over to Sumo. Sumo is going to take a left-handed shot and wide. So Anthony had it where he wanted it, but just could not put it on goal.
And that was good work by Chari, holding up play, waiting for Sumo to get into a position. Sumo steps up, takes it with his left. Unfortunately, just not on frame.
You were joking, right? Okay. Tell me who's better. Tell me who's better right now. Vini. Rodrigo. Vinny. Tell me Vinny's better. Vinny. Rodrigo. Holland.
All right, so SSL. See if they can find the go-ahead goal here after tying it up early in the second half. Kind of taking it to Big Brother here in the second half.
Got to remember that a lot of these Kalonji players have been mentors and coaches for these SSL players.
Yeah, Samuel with it, sends it over the near side to Lamech. Lamech moving into the middle. About to check a heel pass and is booted up in the air. So throw in here for SSL. Into the 80th minute, so time starting to become a factor as far as if there'll be enough for someone to find a go-ahead goal here and break this tie. Ball sent in, headed out by the defense, drifting over to the far side, kept in by SSL. They send it back to Varela. Varela immediately boots it forward, but it's going to be out of play on the far side, so Nathan for KSA will throw in.
Not a bad decision by Varela, just to relieve the pressure.
So Muhammad has it at center circle. And Muhammad's going to get it back on the near side. It's more pressure. Got a man on by SSL now. Moving down this left wing. Give and go, looking for Samuel, but behind him. And SSL is going to come the other way now. SSL on the move. And foul from behind by Carr. And is Carr going to get a yellow? Looks that way. He's holding that plastic.
Horatio Oliveira, he knows exactly what he's going to do. He's having him hold back because he wants to formally hand that yellow to Carr, because you see here, Carr knows what he's doing. He knows the transition is happening. He's got to stop it by all means. He just sticks a foot in, fouls the SSL man, takes the yellow.
Yellow number 4 for Kalonji. So free kick sent towards goal and out of play for goal kick.
Wasted opportunity there.
So been a very close match. Still a few moments left here to see if someone can find a game winner.
SSL trying to turn up the pressure. You see Isaac Tumasi, number 13, is in for SSL.
And so we get a foul on SSL, so free kick for KSA. There's a Samuel battling for it. They lose that battle as SSL take over. Pressure by KSA now. But SSL able to come away with it momentarily. Eventually losing it along that far side, and chip forward looking for in the middle to Tiente. Tiente to himself, drops it off to Lamec. Lamec has a man on him. He can give it back to Tiente. He's going to take a shot, and it's going to go right towards Varela. He could have dropped that ball back off to Tiente, but elected to take the shot, Larry.
It's getting down to the wire here for both teams. Give you an update on the other match that's going on right now over at Marietta High School. Currently 82nd minute. Potros 4, FC Atlanta 1.
So it looks like Potros will move on to victory there. We'll see if that victory can get them on track. Meanwhile, we still have some unfinished business here. See some Muhammad, he pushes it forward to Tiente. Tiente. And shot going wide by Andrew Chica. Into the minute, number 84. You're watching UPSL Premier Soccer, Georgia Division, Week 3, fall 2024 season. Presented to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss all the upcoming matches, podcasts, interviews. Don't want to miss a thing this season. Big season for the Georgia Division this year. 14 teams in the Premier Division this season. It's a lot of soccer matches heading your way this fall.
Another substitution for Kalonji Pro-Profile.
That's Daphna coming in, number 5.
He's getting a few minutes. It looked like he replaced Irving. I think Irving's out there. One of the defenders came off. I just didn't see which one. It might have been Diakite who came off.
So Daphna, late sub and foul from behind. And once more, center ref holding the yellow.
Looks like Kamani is the one Horatio is going to book. You see, as this ball's coming forward, indeed it is Kamani Irving who just kind of tugs back on the attacker.
So number 6, yellow. Or excuse me, number 5 rather. Apologize. Number 5 on KSA. Now the free kick in towards goal, and Lionel bobbled the rebound there, but he gets it back. And he's going to roll it out to Carr. Carr will bring it up now. Getting down to the wire here in the 87th minute. And we get another foul.
This is one thing that Kalonji Pro-Profile has been suffering the last few months, especially since that national playoff against Soda City where they're not able to hold on late in the match.
So free kick and shot going towards goal is off the American goal crossbar. And will go out for goal kick for KSA.
Good idea from Isaac. He gets it mostly on frame, just a little too high. He gets it up. He just doesn't get it completely down where he wanted it to be. Good attempt.
Good awareness by Lionel, knowing where that ball was going to go. Didn't have to make an attempt for it. He knew it was going to be over the bar. Now Muhammad's number 17 comes away with it for KSA on the near side. Oversteps it, has to go back and retrieve it. Gets it back now past the middle for Chicka. Give and go to Daphna. Daphna on the far side. And drawing a crowd is Sumo. Sumo drags it around and by 2 men and dishes it off to Muhammad. Muhammad chipping it forward. And no call, no foul.
Sumo wanting the foul, not going to get it.
Yeah, Sumo on the turf pleading his case, but to no avail. So we're in the 89th minute now. Ball sent forward. This will be taken by KSA. KSA to Muhammad. Muhammad to Carr. Tiente leaves it to Carr. Carr pushes it forward. And that's Lemek with it. He's got 2 men on him. Lemek, moved it, tried to move over his left foot, and is that a penalty? Oh boy.
That one I feel is almost a makeup call, John. Take a look at what Lamech does here. He's working down this left-hand side, making a round one player. Tried to cut. That doesn't look like a penalty to me.
Wow.
That looks like a makeup call.
So costly penalty here. Potentially for SSL. Right here. We were in the 89th minute as well, Larry. So Carr is going to take this penalty for KSA with an opportunity to put in the game winner here, convert and put in the game winner here. What an ending this would be. And they approaching the shot and in the goal. So KSA goes up front 2-1 here late. And what is maybe a questionable call here late by the center ref.
Good take by Carr, knows exactly what he needs to do, and easily gets by Varela. I just kind of feel like that SSL was done wrong there. I don't feel like that was a penalty. I feel like the one on Sumo was probably more of a penalty, and I think it was a makeup for that, as you see a substitution for, it looks like Franco.
Yeah, number 22 coming in for SSL. They're just got to feel a little bad here for SSL if they fought so hard in the second half.
2 minutes of stoppage time.
So not over yet. SSL still has a little bit of time. But it's looking like KSA for the moment will prevail late. And indeed pick up this victory and move into second place all by themselves. Carr with it. To Lamech. To Muhammad. Lamech gets it back at midfield. Looks for Tiente. Tiente drifted on the near side. And pass almost intercepted. But nonetheless, SSL have it. And nice challenge and fighting for it. And coming away with it is KSA. Got a shot and, just a little high. A nice shot there by Dante Mustafa. And that's going to take some time off the clock.
Now you see here on this transition, good little pass forward. Takes the shot himself. And that one just continued to drift high as it went on.
That's like the dark blue. That's the dark blue Gatorade, bro. Same color. Yeah, I got it. Yo, it's so dumb. No, it's like violet. It's in between. Yeah, the top is purple. I'm not looking at the
And that is it. That is your whistle here. That's the final. So 2 minutes went by fairly quick here, but that is it. 2-1 is your final. KSA on a penalty kick late in the 89th minute. Go ahead 2-1, and they earned the victory tonight, Larry. Your final thoughts on this match, sir?
Well, I think that Kalonji Pro-Profile need to take a giant sigh of relief because they come away and continue their undefeated streak in the spring season, because it looked like this was going to end in a draw, and they were just able to eke out. And I just have to feel like that penalty was a makeup for the challenge on Sumo, and it'll be interesting to see. That pretty much wraps up week 3.
As we take a look at the results here for this weekend here, the full results. As we mentioned earlier, some victories earlier by Dalton and Atlanta City. Vinotinto and Georgia Revolution draw. North Georgia United bouncing back off to a great start this season after a disastrous fall season. They prevailed 2-1 over Georgia Athletic. And then today's matches, we have FC Birmingham 1-0 over UMA FC. And what we just witnessed here, Kalonji Pro-Profile prevailing over their rival team, 2-1 over SSL. And then Potros FC with a big victory night over FC Atlanta. And take a look at what we got coming up next week here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Next Saturday, we have FC Atlanta hosting Atlanta City FC. Georgia Revolution will take on SSL. Fountain City FC will host Potros. Albion FC hosting Vino Tinto. Atlanta FC Birmingham hosting Dalton United. A lot of night games there on Saturday. And then on Sunday, got a couple matches here with Georgia Athletic hosting UMA FC, and then the final match of the weekend, Kalonji Pro-Profile hosting North Georgia United. That should be an interesting match there. Both teams off to a good start this spring season, Larry.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting week 4. We'll see who can prevail and keep going. You got both Kalonji Pro-Profile and Dalton United, 2 teams that you would expect to be at the top of the table, both with the same amount of points, 9 points so far, 3 wins, 3 matches. We'll see if they can continue that winning streak.
Will do. And that will about wrap it up for us tonight here. You've been watching UPSL Premier Georgia Soccer Week 3 in the fall 2024 season live at the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. My name is John Reen alongside Larry Weaver and camera operators Andre Bomar and Krishna Bomar. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the pitch. Have a good night, everyone.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.